the city of Boulder, Colorado. The air might be thin up here, but these fans are thick with enthusiasm. There's still a lot of warm air out there for tonight's battle between the Colorado Buffaloes and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler here to bring you this Thursday night NCAA football matchup. And in the booth with me, as always, Kirk Herbstreit and the coach himself, Mr. Lee Corso.
West Virginia has been stressing all week that they need good play out of their defense, and most of the success will revolve around this linebacker. As the leader of this defense, he's looking to step up big today and really slow down this rushing attack of the offense.
All right, well, we're ready for the coin toss, brought to you today by Coke Zero. Colorado is lined up for the opening kickoff, so here we go. Kicks off, and here goes 4 quarters of action. He'll return it from the 1. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. Now let's see what kind of success this offense can have as they come out onto the field for the first time today. They'll start at the 30. First down, 10 to go. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. And it's picked off. Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
The quarterback was just sitting back there unprotected, and he took a cheap shot.
Well, now the offense is going to get a cheap 15 yards.
And I'll guarantee that coach will chew him out for that hit.
They come out with 4 wide out. They go with the option. Maybe a few, but that's it. It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 47-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Oh, so close to breaking it.
This defense was very lucky they didn't give up a home run. They blitzed both cornerbacks and only gave up a 1st and 10. Anytime both corners blitz and you fail to get to the quarterback, the offense is looking at a shot at 6 points.
He's on the run. There's a player down. I'm not sure what happened. So it's second down and about 2 yards to go. From the gun. Here's the option. Brought down at the 29.
Wow, that was the cornerback who got into the backfield there. How about that for some run support?
Well, when you've got a guy that can cover receivers and come in and make big hits in the running game, then you know you've got a special cornerback.
This guy can cover like a corner and hit like a safety. That is something special.
Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick. Nice play by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, instead of going for the interception, they did the safe thing, and that was just to tip it away.
No good, he hooked it right. So the senior kicker is unsuccessful this time.
And the home crowd is absolutely loving it.
The noise in this stadium makes it real difficult for those kickers to concentrate.
Especially when you're right in front of that student section. Man, those guys are loud.
Drops back on 1st down. You got a lot of jersey on that play. Not too much argument about this call.
Holding.
These are the calls that drive a coach crazy. Senseless penalties can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing the game.
It's 1st down and a lot. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Now he's scrambling. Throws it out and it falls incomplete.
You almost had him there, Coach.
Yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't count if you almost threw a good pass. Almost doesn't count.
Sounds like a head coach talking.
Yeah.
They line up in the shotgun. And he's tackled at the 37-yard line. They got a few yards on that pass.
Yeah, we talked about how the run will open up the passing game, but some teams like to use their intermediate passing game to open up the run. Either way you look at it, it's good balance.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. And they'll bring in the goal line set for this one. On the ground with the tailback. And he's taken down at the 44. Well, Kirk, he managed to get enough there to move the chains.
Yep, that's a great effort there by the running back to be able to get the ball upfield and pick up another valuable first down.
They line up in the jumbo set. And he's level at the 48-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. And a new halfback checks into the game. Deep ball, laying it out there. Can't connect. In the end zone, and he dropped the pick. Are you kidding me?
He basically just blew a chance to take points away from the offense. That's huge.
Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 46. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Scrambling around. On the throw, incomplete pass. They're going to be forced to punt it away here.
Great hold by the defense. They were expecting the pass play, and they defended it very well.
Punts the ball away. Got the corner, and that was excellent punt coverage.
I agree, Brad. That was very well defended.
This drive will start at the 13-yard line. First and 10. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. They go with a run. They'll bring him down right around the 18-yard line. 5 yards. We've got a second and 5. Ball on the 18. From the gun. He's tackled at the 16-yard line.
The defensive coordinator has a lot of confidence in his pass defense if he's releasing a safety to stop the run.
And Kirk, that leaves a big hole out there. But on plays when they run the ball, it works.
The crowd is really letting them hear it. They'll run the option. Here's the pitch, and now the ball is free. Tries to get around the corner. Touchdown, Colorado! Huge break there, folks. This defense just capitalized and turned the fumble into 6 points of their own.
Yep, and there's no looking back. He just scooped it up off the ground, locked his eyes on the end zone, and that, my friend, is how a defense can give you the lead.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. Colorado to kick this one off. And this one's away. He's to the 10. Across the 30. He's tackled at the 32. Well, let's see if the offense can make up for the misfortune they had just a few moments ago.
This quarterback just needs to get his composure back. If he settles down, then I think this team will be all right.
And if this defense has anything to say about it, they're playing with a ton of emotion after that turnover.
Tackle around the 43-yard line. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And how do you like that quarterback? Whew, what a throw. He just had the right touch on that football.
Lee, you're right. Beautiful looking pass here by the young quarterback.
Here's the option. And they make the stop at the 49-yard line. 6 yards there on the option keeper. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's taken down the 38-yard line. Nice catch that time in coverage.
Yeah, excellent job of hauling that one in. This is why he's considered by many to have one of the better set of hands today in college football.
You're right. He's smooth.
They line up in the shotgun. Option. Brought down. Right around the 34. 4 yards there on the old quarterback keeper. It's 2nd and 6. Ball on the 34. They'll work from the shotgun. And it's caught. And he hits him hard at the 29.
It's all about chipping away at the defense. Even short yardage completions can have a way of building a quarterback's confidence.
The cornerback was in a very good position there to make the tackle.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. We got a good one so far. The score here in Boulder, Colorado 7, West Virginia 0. He might have a chance. He's tackled at the 15-yard line.
Oh, boy. That is a nice play on 3rd down. The quarterback found his receiver, and they connected on a big play.
Big? That's an understatement, Kurt. This completion keeps the kick team off the field and gives them a new set of downs.
What a play, and that is 1st and goal. That looked like the same play they ran just a moment ago, guys.
You're exactly right. In fact, that was the same play as the one before.
Yeah, and the reason for that is they feel they have a defensive mismatch out there.
They'll run the option. Tackle just outside the goal line. And he gains around 3 on that keeper.
He was tackled there by the freshman. Great job up front to read and react to the play and make the stop.
They line up in the jumbo set. On the ground, he won't get back to the line.
This quarterback needs to take control of his offense and just calm everybody down.
Yep, that's what a leader does. Forget about that play and come out composed and ready to go now.
The run, and he's not going to get there.
Wow, it's not often you see a safety making a play in the backfield like that.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a 4th linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up is to take some chances downfield. And that's exactly what you want to see from your defense before the half. That's something they can build on.
West Virginia is lining up to kick this one off. He'll return it from the 6. At the point. Across midfield. He's all alone. To the 20. To the 10. They return it all the way for the touchdown. What a return.
Yep, there's no good reason you should give up a return like this. You practice all week long. Just wrap the kid up already.
Yeah, but don't forget about the elusiveness of the returner. He made guys miss, and then he had the speed to break it wide open.
And he adds the extra point. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks it away. He's to the 20. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line. A good job on their last drive, getting 3. Let's see if they can get some more on this drive.
Yeah, there was no lack of offense on that last drive.
Yeah, they took the ball right up the field. This defense needs to find a way to slow these guys down.
Handoff up the middle. They'll bring him down at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard run by the running back. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. Ball on their own 40. High formation here. They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
Nice play by the sophomore corner to make that tackle there.
When a defense has help and run support from their corners, it takes a lot of pressure off the linebackers and safeties. Great play.
The senior makes the catch. And they finally knock him out at the 33. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure does, and he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
The defensive line moves in tight. They line up in the shotgun. Complete. It's the freshman. And he's hit immediately.
Well, it's a good job by the quarterback of recognizing the blitz and getting the ball out of his hands for a first down. But at the same time, I like the call from the defensive coordinator. He blitzed not one, but both cornerbacks. You gotta love that aggressive call.
Pass complete and taken down immediately. They gained 5 yards there.
This was a nice little route here by the receiver. He took the ball in nicely and got his team a decent gain.
They're in the red zone again, but this time they should be thinking touchdown. Here's the option.
This is picture-perfect defense by this corner. Great job of providing run support.
Yep, he wasn't fooled at all by that play, and he really did well to stop him short of the line of scrimmage.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play.
Hold it.
Good call.
Yeah, he practically brought him to the ground there.
They'll line it up again on 3rd down. They line up in the shotgun. Here's a handoff, and he's brought down right away. So they run the ball on 3rd and long, and it's stuck.
Well, Brad, here the offense is trying to surprise the defense with a run, but it didn't work.
They'll line it up for the field goal, and he can bring his team within a touchdown here. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And they tack on 3 points. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off. What a collision. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. This drive will start at the 35. They come out in a goal line set. They'll give it off here. And they make the stop at about the 39-yard line. And the clock continues to run.
Now let's see if they try to hurry up here.
Going with the shotgun here. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to run, and watch out. He's out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And he gets a big gain on the run.
Good awareness here by the ball carrier to step out of bounds and conserve some clock.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41. And a new halfback checks into the game. Looking long down the left side. Let it go, and it's caught for the touchdown. Guys, how fast is this kid?
Well, it's pretty simple. You can see it right there. Nobody on the field can stay with him.
This field, I don't think anybody in the country can keep up with this guy. He's out there playing catch me if you can.
splits the uprights for the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He sends it off. He's to the 10. Brought down at the 31. 3 points was the result of their last drive as the offense heads out for another.
And they marched the ball right down the field on that last drive, Coach.
Oh, yeah. They took some tips from the band, marching it right up in there.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He's taken down at the 42-yard line.
The defenders are really going to have to get their heads into this game. That was a big play, and on first down, no less.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42. They come out with 4 wide out. Got his man, but he was out of bounds. And the wideout couldn't drag a foot.
Yeah, but he showed really nice hands on that play.
It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 42. They line up in the shotgun. Gets it to his wide receiver, and he's got another one. And we'll take a break while the injured player is attended to. Third down, and they need to get it inside the 48. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They go with the run. He makes it out to maybe the 46-yard line. Well, they try to keep it on the ground for the first down.
You know, Brad, here the defense just steps up and makes a play, stopping them and bringing up 4th down.
I call this one the Scooter Special. Try it right now.
Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. Reverses his field. Touchdown!
That's interference on the offense.
It's a good call. The defender was all over the receiver.
Sometimes holding up a receiver is better than a big gain, or even worse, a touchdown.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line. The kick is away. It's long enough, and it's right down the middle. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. We've reached halftime, and I don't think too many people were expecting this. The score here in Boulder, Colorado 21, West Virginia 9. We are set to start the second half. Both teams are on the field, and we're ready to go. At the 40, across midfield, at the 30. He has some room. The 10. And they're going to bring this one all the way back. Touchdown! Boy, is this kid electric.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take much. Did you see him scoot through that kick team? Amazing.
he hits the PAT. Colorado lines up for the kickoff. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's tackled at the 41. He got the team pumped up with that return.
Oh, boy, he sure did. And that's the perfect, beautiful thing about special teams, my friend. It's beautiful.
Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. They hand it off. He's tackled at the 43-yard line. Maybe a few, but that's it. Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Option. Pitches out and the ball is up for grabs.
Ouch. Pretty big loss on the play, and I think they might want to reassess the strategy here. Just run a screen, maybe hit the tight end in a short pattern. This D-line is just a bit much to handle at this moment.
The defense is waiting on the pass. They're the quarter's defense. Quick out to his receiver. Brought down around the 47-yard line.
Oh, this is a great job by this young man to get the ball out of his hands. He was facing an all-out blitz and didn't panic at all. It's a nice pass and a new set of downs to show for it.
And he's tackled around the 29-yard line. Everybody was fooled on that one.
And that was a good job here by the quarterback. That could have play fake as a real weapon against an aggressive defense like this.
You're right, Kirk. Those guys are swarming to where they think the ball is, then the ball is flying over their heads.
And it's knocked away.
Hey, Coach, they are pretty lucky that ball wasn't picked off. The receiver needs to become the defender in this type of situation.
That's true, Kirk. A little role reversal.
They shift on the defensive line. Option left. He makes it to the 28-yard line. About a yard there on the quarterback keeper.
Give credit for that tackle to the safety. He did a good job of stepping up into run support.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 19. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Dangerous throw, and it's picked off. He might have a chance. And the safety's all alone, and no one's going to catch him. He's got everybody beat. And he's all the way in for the touchdown. Here we go again. Interception by the defense.
Oh, man. Is there anything they can salvage at this point, Coach?
Not much, except maybe put in some younger players to get some game experience. This game is over.
And he converts the extra point. Colorado to kick this one off. Hits off. He gets out to about the 32-yard line. So the offense will come back out onto the field, hoping for a little better result than that last pick six.
One thing I know they don't want to see is that defender running down the sideline again.
This quarterback needs to be a little bit more careful because this defense is excellent on capitalizing off of mistakes.
Tries to pitch it, and now the ball is loose. 8 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2. Ball on the 40. The defensive line moves in tight. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. They go with the option. Gets out to around the 48. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 48. D-line is making some adjustments. Throws right, intercepted. Couldn't shake free from a nice tackle there. And the defense gets their second of the game.
Before the game, guys, the coach told me it was very important that his team win the turnover battle. This interception certainly helps.
Well, it doesn't matter how many yards you gain or passes you complete. If you turn the ball over a lot, then you're usually going to lose the game.
First and 10. Ball on their own 48. Looks like they didn't get the play off quick enough.
Dead ball. Delay of game. On the offense.
So they'll move back 5 yards after the delay of game. They're packed in tight on the line. Here's the halfback. There's a player shaken up on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
We've got a first and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. They come out in a goal line set. Gives it off. Down he goes at the 12-yard line. Unbelievable. They can't get this offense off the field.
Well, they've been like a machine on this drive. Very methodical and efficient. And once again, they're moving the chains.
Takes it right and brought down right away. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
It's second down on the 12, and they can smell the goal line. They line up in the jumbo set. They hand it off. And that sets them up with a first and goal. The defense can't seem to figure them out on this drive.
Well, you could say the offensive line has them figured out. They're the wheels that keep this thing moving along, and they won't stop until they get it in the end zone.
It's power against power right now on the field. Both teams have their jumbo sets out there. Again with the run. Well, that's how you get it done when you're down by the goal line, Coach.
When you're close like this, you tell your guys, get in there, push, shove, and block. Just get the ball in the end zone.
It was just power versus power. Both goal line sets were in, and this time, it was the offense that won.
And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
The offense needs to be more careful on this drive, Kirk.
Especially since this defense is so good at taking advantage of mistakes.
Throws, and it's knocked away. There's an athletic play by the linebacker.
Listen up, my friend. Nowadays, linebackers need to be able to do more than just stop the run. They got to be able to fly all around the field and play the pass, too.
There are four wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Feeds it to the back. Tackle at the 35. They call his number, and he carries for 6 yards.
6 on the play.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Ace backfield. Toss. He couldn't shake that tackle, and it looks like he got the first down.
I'll tell you what, Brad, that is very close. I didn't think he was going to make it there, Coach.
Kirk, I agree with you 100%. I thought he was stopped short, too. This kid shows some real determination on that run.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 39. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Here's an option, right side. And they make the stop at the 42. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
3-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 42. They line up in the shotgun. They'll run the option. He goes out of bounds around the 48-yard line. And the option to the halfback gets 6 yards. And so it's another third down upcoming here. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. He makes it out to maybe the 49-yard line. The defense is having a difficult time stopping this drive.
Right now, they're doing enough to be in situations they want to be in, but they have to finish the job. And the plays start to add up, so we'll have to see if this defense starts to look tired out here.
And it's picked off from the tip. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown.
That's not where the quarterback wanted to throw that football, Kirk.
Yeah, but how about the play by the defender? That was a great interception and an even better effort to bring the ball back for a touchdown.
He hits the PAT. We head to the 4th quarter, and this one is pretty hard to believe. The score here at Folsom Field, Colorado 49, West Virginia 9. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And it's off. He's to the 20. At the 40. He's tackled. At the 42. We'll have to see now how the offense responds this time after throwing a pick on their last drive.
And we'll see how aggressive this defense is when they come back out. I would be surprised if they kept up the pressure to try to fluster this quarterback some more.
Here's the option. He's at midfield. And he's tackled at the 45-yard line. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think there's anybody on the field right now that could beat this guy in a foot race.
I agree, Brad. He's in a class by himself when it comes to speed.
And you can't coach that kind of speed. You either got it or you don't.
They work the right side, and there is nothing going there. 3-yard gain by the running back.
3-yard gain on the play.
2nd down and 7. Ball on the 42-yard line. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Here's the option. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. That's a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard gain on the play.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. And we'll take a break while the injured players attended to. First and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. But hold on, we got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Leon.
These are the calls that drive a coach crazy. Senseless penalties can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing the game.
So the penalty puts him back for a 1st and long. They come out with 4 wide out. Drops back to pass. Gets it, but steps out and will lose yards. 3-yard loss there.
Great play by the defense. They were just sitting there waiting on the pass.
They might be coming here. Throws, intercept. No, he dropped it. And he threw that one up for grabs.
This is one of the things that drives a coach crazy. You don't want to do anything stupid, make mental mistakes that may cost you the ball game.
And now they're faced with another 3rd and long as they try to convert and move those chains again. They'll work from the shotgun. The defensive back's moving in closer. Complete. He's got room. There's an injured player, and we'll try to find out who it is.
An experienced coach would want to run this play.
Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down. They line up in the shotgun. And he's taken down at about the 27-yard line. Well, they had to go for it, but they don't make it.
Yeah, but I like the call. They needed to do whatever they could to get back in this ball game.
Too bad it didn't work out the way they wanted it to.
I can't argue the play call. The defense just did their job by standing their ground. Colorado up by a big margin. Just under 3 to go in regulation. At the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, at this point, these guys are just out there padding stats and running up the score.
Sometimes you play in a game and you can't do anything wrong. You find yourself in a rhythm or a zone. This whole team seems like they've been in a rhythm since we kicked this game off.
And he adds the extra point. So under 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And the score is Colorado 56. West Virginia 9. Colorado ready to kick this one off. He sends it downfield. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll start this drive at the 20. 1st and 10. Defensive line is in tight. He looks to throw on 1st down. Completes it across the middle.
That was a nice catch. He went up, leaving his body susceptible to the hit, but he came down with it and got a 1st down.
Hey, at this level of college football, those are the plays you have to make. And he did well coming down with that one.
Throws to the receiver, incomplete.
Number 4, the intended receiver on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36. They line it up with 3 receivers. Out to the fullback, and he can't pull it in.
Number 47, the intended receiver on the play.
Third down, 10 yards to go. 3 wide receivers on the field. The quarterback in the shotgun. Hauls it in as he's pushed out of bounds.
He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. 1st down.
And the receiver was able to shake off all the defenders that were trying to cover him, and that really made it easy for the quarterback to pick him out and throw him the ball.
They'll run the option. Got some open field. They'll bring him down at the 40. They pick up another first, guys.
They've got a decent drive going here.
Yep, the offense is doing exactly what they have to do. Move the sticks.
There are 3 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Lets it fly. He almost had it, but it's incomplete. He just couldn't find the handle.
That poor kid looked like he was trying to catch a greased pig.
Easy, Scooter. At least he kept the receiver from making the play.
4 wide.
Let's go!
They hand it off. Gets to about the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
3-yard gain on the play.
3rd down now, and they need to get it down to the 30. Movement along the line. They line it up with 3 receivers. Takes it and he's tackled short. Don't know why they ran on 3rd and long when they're behind.
Hey, coaches, let your players put on an aerial show. Now is the time.
4th down. They come out in a punt formation. And it looks like we've got our Russell Athletic players of the game. And down he goes at the 2. That last drive resulted in a touchdown, mainly because of the running game.
And with that success running the football, I'm looking for play action and right over the top for 6.
They hand it off. The defense got to him. That's a safety.
That play went south in a hurry and chalk up 2 points to the defense.
These guys have to be more careful with their ball control. To be successful, you need to avoid safeties at all costs.
He's at midfield, and he's taken down at the 43-yard line. Their last drive ended in a punt, so this quarterback's going to be looking for something better on this drive. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. They go with the option. 5 yards there for the quarterback.
5-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 38. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. And it looks like they're going to bring some heat. Here's the option. Tackle made at the 33. They get 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain on the play.
So it's 3rd down, and they're just inches away from picking up the 1st down. 5 wide. Quick release. Oh, had it knocked down. The defense holds.
Great job to get a finger on that pass and cause the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they're going to try to go for it. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. And they'll get him in the backfield.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
Penalties will kill you.
They had him stop, but now with the penalty, it gives them a 1st down.
They line up in the shotgun. Tackle at the 16-yard line. The running back gives them 6 on the ground.
Gain of 6 on the play.
It's 2nd and 4. They shift on the defensive line. And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, Colorado 56, West Virginia 11. And Lee, now as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, your final thoughts on this one?
Hey, I don't think anyone was expecting this one. Colorado was supposed to get blown out of this game, and what do? They blow them out. I know college football is unpredictable, but this is ridiculous.
Folks, that's going to wrap up another broadcast of NCAA Football 09. We'd like to thank all of you for playing, and we hope you'll join us again real soon. Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ballgame. Please drive home safely.